Well, let me cut across to our guests who are joining us on the broadcast. You just heard from Mr. Prakash Javadekar. We'll take that conversation forward with Mr. Tuhin Sinha, the national spokesperson of the BJP. Mr. Ram Mohan Reddy, the spokesperson of the Congress party, is also joining us on the broadcast. Dinesh Chaudhary from the BRS is also with us on the show. And Mr. Sanjeev Srivastav, who's a senior journalist, is also with us on the broadcast. Dinesh ji, first to you. We heard from the BJP right now. The Prime Minister is also holding a mega roadshow. I want to ask from you, what kind of development is it if the IT park is exclusively built for one particular community? If you can bother to explain, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Anusha.
Good evening.
Telangana has many tailor-made schemes for the all the marginalized sectors in the state. We have special schemes for SCs, we have special schemes for BCs and all, and we have special schemes for STs. So, minorities comprising of Muslims have long been an ignored sector by erstwhile governments in United Andhra Pradesh, from which Telangana was created again. So now the time has come for upliftment of a major community in the minorities, and CM Garu has taken a decision and he has made a policy so that even Muslims won't be marginalized in certain segments which they have been deprived of negligence by the previous governments. So it's not, I don't think there's anything wrong in that, because we have special categories and special programs for every section in Telangana. So I don't think it's a thing to be made issue of.
You're saying that it's not a thing to be made issue of, sir, but does the Constitution of India really allow any political party to create development projects solely for one community? Or perhaps the commitment of the government is to ensure that all communities have equal share and access to growth and opportunity? Mr. Chaudhary.
No, these things, they are not being made on religious basis. Anusha ji, first of all, let us be clear on that. Based upon Justice Sachar Committee recommendations, minorities have been given reservations in Telangana. And let me tell you, not everyone in Muslims is being availed of those reservations. Only certain sections in Muslims who are really backwards, they are availing them. For example, Mohammeds and Sayyids can't avail Muslim reservations in Telangana. Only marginalized sections in Muslims like Noor Basha, Dude Kula, and Sheikh, etc., they are being availed of those. So it's not based upon religion, but it's upon the socio-economic backwardness.
Socio-economic backwardness. I believe that could have been the narrative. Mr. Tuhin Sinha, are you really satisfied with the explanation that has been offered by the BRS, that this is largely about the development index and how exactly a particular community is faring on that? It is not about a community, though the Chief Minister categorically spoke about the community. I must put that caveat.
Good evening. Yeah, good evening, Anusha. Good evening, everybody. You know, Telangana has become the test laboratory for obsessive minority appeasement, both by the Congress party and by the BRS. And over here, you know, I'm just appalled when they say IT parks for the Muslim community. Tomorrow, are they going to say roads that can be only used? Are they going to construct roads that can only be used by the Muslim community? Are they going to construct hospitals that are going to be, you know, used only by the minority community, or shopping malls only for the minority community? So I think, you know, this is despicable. This is pandering to a very radical sentiment. And unfortunately, both the Congress party and the PRS are one and the same. I want to remind you, almost 2 years ago, there was a sitting Congress MLA, Rashid Khan, who had openly issued threats for beheading of Wasim Rizvi, who was one of the, you know, who had championed the cause of Ram Temple. Right. No action was taken by the Congress party against him. Nobody in the Congress had condemned him. You know, and the third element in this trio, in this triangle, the AIMIM, nothing needs to be said about them. We know how they abuse police officers who try to impose law. So I think, you know, what Telangana is witnessing right now is a very toxic kind of minority appeasement, and the only solution right now is BJP, which is why you see the massive surge in support in the last few weeks.
That's the reason why we have seen a massive surge in the last few weeks. That's what you're arguing. I want to cut across to our Congress spokesperson as well and get a quick word from that. Mr. Reddy, the Congress party, I believe, has been in support of this kind of reservation, the 4% reservation of Muslims that has been spoken by the BJP. It has been cited as some kind of appeasement and should not be given. But do you agree with this sort of promise that has been made by the Chief Minister, an IT park exclusively for the Muslim community?
No, not at all. We are not at all with the statements of BRS or any such idea, which only give reservations to a particular religion when it comes to giving opportunities in IT sectors like that. Because see, it should uphold the fabric of secularism and uphold this inclusiveness of all religions. Because we are talking about opportunity and right to equality. Here, where is the fabric of it? So we are completely against it and we condemn that. And anyways, within a week, BRS is going to fade away in Telangana and Congress government is going to come. So where's the point of all these, statements which are not going to yield any fruits?
But the Congress party traditionally has been in support of the Muslim reservation in the state, which the BJP has staunchly opposed, sir. Isn't it?
See, all the drama of all this BJP and BRS are not yielding any positive results in politics because, see, already the Muslims are inclined towards Congress this time because they have seen enough. They have seen enough the drama bazi of both these BJP, BRS, and MIM. See, when it comes to the welfare of the Muslims, I talk about the fees reimbursement. When I talk about overseas, scholarships as well. So when it comes to the opportunity, the welfare schemes which should be given to them, which are their rights, all these tofas, even if I given a chance to speak about these tofas, Ramzan tofas or whatever it may be, they're all drawn from the welfare fund of minority departments. So they're not giving it as a special fund. In fact, they're drawing it from their welfare fund and, giving it for the luxuries for the celebrations. If PIL has been filed in the High Court of Telangana there, and there is no explanation from the government of Telangana. These are the results. When the fund is being purposed for the use of education and welfare of the kids and future prospects, that is being used for the dawats and celebrations. Which minority or
Mr.
which
Reddy,
Muslim community?
as you finish your argument, there's one more point I'd like you to address before I go to Mr. Sanjeev Srivastav. It is argued by your political opponents that this entire culture of appeasement is courtesy the Congress party. They started it, and that's how various regional parties have also picked up on it, including the Muslim reservation. Respond to that criticism, sir. Sir, that question was for you, Mr. Reddy.
Me?
Yes. I was asking for the Congress party. Yes.
So see, when it comes to the reservation, already it has been given to the Muslim minority communities. It is about minority communities. So when BJP Amit Shah comes down and says a week ago, saying that we'll take away the rights of reservation for the Muslims and share it to some other communities. This is the same equation or the formula which they followed in Karnataka. And what was the result? Utter flop. So when our intention is to give for the betterment or some good thing to the people, then people will encourage it. But when it comes to the taking away their rights.
All right, I want to take a quick reaction from Mr. Dinesh Chaudhary of the BRS, and then I'll cut across to Mr. Srivastav. Yes, a quick response from you, sir.
Yeah, Anusha, Congress party speaking about minority upliftment is a bit hilarious because during their tenure, the entire budget for minority was 400 crores, whereas now Telangana has a budget of 2,300 crores for the minorities, Muslims. And in the past 9.5 years, we have spent 12,000 crores on the upliftment of minority and Muslim communities. So Congress party trying to champion themselves as a, the messiah of Muslims or minorities is a bit of laughable matter.